Hey you guys, how y'all doing? It's me again. It's me alone this time, Honcho. And today's video, I want to talk to you guys about how how our environment influences and it shapes us to be how we are. And I want to talk about how we're not all of our wants. They're not things we really want. We're just programmed pretty much. You could say we're programmed to want those types of things that are shown in the media or pushed out to us. And I watched a movie a while ago. It's a pretty good movie, really good movie. In fact, you guys should check it out. It's called They Live. So in that movie, I don't know if you guys know Rod Piper. He was a wrestler, I believe, and he's in that movie. So he's the main character, and he's a hardworking man trying to look for work. Back then how it was, people were just trying to work and just make it through our life. So he's trying to make it. He's just trying to work, live a decent life, you could say, just survive. And he's in a town where he doesn't notice that at first, but a lot of crazy shit's going on. So what happens is one day he finds these glasses, and the glasses show him the real intention by everything, the real intention behind the billboards, behind TV shows, behind products that are being pushed, and he sees people that aren't really people. But that's besides the fact. I don't even want to touch on that part. I just want to talk about how the glasses expose uh, the real message that's being pushed out on the people. So at one part he's looking at the magazines and billboards, and it's saying things like conform, consume, this is your master. Like, he looks at money at one part, and it says this is your master or God. I forgot what it was. And it made me think a lot, that part, and how how we're born without any wants except just survive, clothes, food, water. But as we grow older, media manipulates us to wanting more, such as the products they're trying to push, like shoes, certain brands, certain clothes, certain toys, cars, social status, and things of that nature. Like, when we're growing up, when we're kids, we don't really give a shit. We just want toys and stuff. Even the toys, we're being brainwashed into buying because we have certain favorite TV shows we like, and then we see their product, and then what happens? We want to buy it. We think it's gonna make us happy, and what did we do when we didn't get that toy? We kind of threw a hissy fit into trying to bribe our parents to get us that thing. And as we get older, we tend to see like what our peers are doing. I'm not saying I wanted to be like socially accepted. I'm saying like a lot of people, they want some kind of, they want like a high status among other people. They want to be looked up to, and I witnessed it myself. Like, people, it happens a lot now, but before it happened too, people would, now it's even worse because of social media. I don't know how it is in schools now, but when I was going, we, like, cell phones were out, but like social media wasn't that popular until I almost graduated. But back then, people did stuff just to act cool, just to gain the approval of others. You know what I'm saying? So people wore certain clothes. They'd be buying certain things just to make themselves feel better. And I'd see other people, they'd wanna be like those people, and I was like, what the hell? Like, they felt like they wanted to join their cliques and shit, just to be like them, just to be looked up to. And then a lot of people, they look down on other people and shit like that. You know how school is. But all that, what I'm trying to say is, it all comes from external influences and the values people give to those external objects, or whatever you want to say. And I went on a long rant. I don't know what I was trying to accomplish with that. Yeah, but I was just trying to say, yeah, movies, TV, media, music, all that stuff influences like your favorite rappers, favorite singers. They're always trying to influence you to be a certain way, you know? And people fall in the trap of trying to be like that without knowing. And people always trying to be like them. What else can I say about it, you know? So people try copying that shit, and that creates a whole different environment. So people aren't really being themselves; they're being what they were shown, and they feel like they get some kind of fulfillment, and it's kind of messed up because our subconscious, whoever's pushing out these movies, music, whoever's like behind those people that produce that type of stuff, they have a certain agenda, is what I'm trying to say. And people are too caught up in the lifestyle, trying to get that kind of lifestyle to see what's going on. The Our perception is influenced by how people want us to see it. So, like Project X, they party like these kids have a wild ass party, and they just go ham, messing up the house. Everybody gets wild and shit, you know. And then I remember people came to school the next day. They were like, "Oh shit, that movie was so badass." And then people want to live that life. So then, what do? They try to emulate it without knowing that they got influence, you know, because the subconscious is so powerful, and it can be influenced and manipulated so easy that it happened to them without even knowing. So now they're trying to do that same shit, but now they're going down the path of uh, never-ending. I guess you could say fulfillment. Like they won't. They're not getting fulfilled. Is what I'm trying to say. The more they do some of that shit, the more depressed they're feeling. The more they're going down, and it leads people to go astray. You know, off the path. Make some people lose their mind. 2 days later, finally decided to continue the video. I just had a phone call that ended the call. So as I was saying, I was talking about how, especially in high school, you could look back and, or at least for me, I could look back and remember the times where people were getting really influenced by what was being pushed in movies and everything like that. If you want to look at how people get manipulated, think back to the time. I don't know if you guys are old enough, whoever's listening to this, maybe you're older, but when I was in high school around 2009, the style was way different. People were wearing tall tees, hats with tags on them, shirts with tags on them, and just some Jordans or Nikes, stuff like that. And where did you see a lot of that stuff? You saw it in music videos. And one good example is that Soldier Boy "You" video. If you watch that one, I forgot what that song is called. I think it's called "Crank That Soldier Boy." But if you look at the style they had in that video, that was pretty much the style. And that was the type of stuff that was going on in the music videos, so people were mainly rocking that style. And now fast forward to now, what do you hear about in music? You hear Gucci this, Louis Vuitton that, Ferragamo this, and so on. And what are most of these kids getting? They're trying to get that type of shit. I know people, they just want Gucci. I remember the people were getting Gucci slippers for a while too. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. And just because you saw it on social media and shit. Now you look at that, you can directly make a correlation by how the music industry, movie industry, it influences us. It influences us so much that we feel like we're making the conscious decision of buying it, but it's honestly our subconscious being controlled by someone else into making us purchase those types of materials or goods. And also people, they see movies, people doing drugs, or hear songs about doing drugs, music videos, and people drinking this and that. And what are they doing? Drinking, doing drugs. A lot of people I know, not a lot of people, but I know some people, they pretty much turned into zombies. They're zombies before, but they're even bigger zombies now. And a lot of people, they're gonna say, "Oh, this is bullshit, this and that." Just look around you, just think on it, and you'll see, you might have an epiphany one day. And yeah, I've seen people turn into zombies, and it's pretty sad. And some people, they just want the nice shit just because they saw rappers having it. One example of having nice stuff is like back when I was a kid, there was a singer. He was rapping. He had I guess, Hummer in his music video, and then next thing you know, a whole bunch of people started getting Hummers. Now it's the same thing with Jeeps, those old school military looking Jeeps. Now a lot of people are getting those because they see it in the music videos. And yeah, pretty much we're like enslaved to, we're mentally enslaved to the music industry and everything we pretty much see and hear pretty much. And I might talk more on this. I know this video got kind of long, but those were just some of the points I wanted to make. I'll probably make a part 2 video with some friends and stuff, and might give more thoughts on it because I think this is a really good topic. I can go on for a while. I just have to think of everything. Right now, I was just going off the top of my head. So it was kind of like all over the place. But if you haven't, I definitely recommend watching that movie, They Live. It puts everything into perspective. And yeah, share it with people. It's only for your benefit. You don't see movies like that anymore. But anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Have a blessed one.